Menu narration option is set to off.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Fielded just outside the goal line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shakir hauls it in. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, the Bills had 8 and 6 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
56, 56. Hey, tight.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
That's the gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Well, That's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Five wide.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Now Keenum. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Past the 20.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Running left, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Hey, tight, tight, tight. Half 85, half 85.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The slot man in motion right.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Ball again on second down.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Keenum. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first and 10, it's Hall. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Hall again on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Here's Hall again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion, Hill. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Keenum. Able to find Lazard. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Bass, up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Keenum now on first down. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Keenum. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Keenum to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Hines. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
They'll look to run with Hall.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they send a man in motion right. Now receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Breece Hall
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense. Position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff, Barkley running left. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to get this to the 31.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd down, here's Barkley again.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory.
This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 61 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Hall again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Finding space at the 40. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Barking down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen off the play fake. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Allen again. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. It's complete, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain.
This is caught inside the 15.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
Alert!
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all.
Then he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption from both sides.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Keenum. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw is Keenum.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. To throw is Keenum. That's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Desperation time for Keenum on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Bills, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they suffer their fourth loss so far. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.